Hi everyone, Archmagus Farriston here. So today in Aven Colony we're on the planet of Sandy Gulch, and as you can see it is a rather inhospitable planet, I guess sort of like Mars or almost as bad as Mars. So you don't have a lot of places to build farms. You have some oases. You do, however, have a lot of minerals and a lot of energy. And unfortunately, the sound cut out when I was making a lot of these videos, so you can't hear the cutscene or any of the music. But essentially, one of the characters was injured out in the desert while she was exploring, and you now have to find out what happened to her and recover an artifact that she found. So you'll see that coming up a bit later. But as you can see, you start off with a small patch of land. You need to build some geothermal plants and also get some food and water. That's one of the big things that I found with this planet, was getting water. That was very difficult. And it seemed to just run out really quickly. So that's definitely a challenge. On the other hand, you have a lot of other minerals such as iron and copper, so you can make nanites pretty quickly. But I'll show you that in the following videos. So another thing I wanted to show you is the sandworm that comes and attacks your base every once in a while and spits his acid or plasma and damages your buildings, and you can scare them off with your plasma turrets. They're more an annoyance than anything else. Don't worry, they're not going to destroy your whole base. So another threat you can expect is from plague spores. So as you can see, there are 4 different aliens attacking the base, and they will attack you all at the same time. As you can see, plague spores detected. So they can smell organic life and will seek towards the colony. These can be quite annoying, especially if they get in the fans, and they will spread the plague. So here you can see what they look like. Unfortunately, a couple of them have gotten through my defenses, despite being hit by my plasma turrets. So you can see the citizens or colonists with the red squares around them, they've been infected. And they will very quickly go on to infect other people in the colony, and it can rapidly get out of control, as you'll see in just a few seconds. So one thing you want to do is build a hospital. If you have enough nanites, of course, and if you have the plague vaccine, even better. But in my case, I didn't have the nanites for a hospital until a little bit later, and I didn't have the research center upgraded enough to develop the vaccine, which was quite annoying. And I think you also need the mill or the chemical plant to be upgraded as well in order to produce it. But in any case, the the plague spread very quickly, and at one point I think I had up to about 120, 130 colonists infected. However, if you build the decontamination units, they will help. I ended up building 3 of them, as you can see here. And that does help. However, it helps very slowly, and it took quite a while for the plague to disappear. Unfortunately, I didn't have any plague vaccines, but I was able to stop the plague eventually thanks to the decontamination units. So if you have the ability to build them, I definitely recommend it. So gradually over time, the number of colonists infected with the plague will go down. In the meantime, I realized that you actually have to upgrade your chemical plant, not your research center. And once you upgrade it to level 2, you'll be able to produce the plague vaccine along with nanomedicine. As long as you have a sufficiently high quantity of water, which you should have, then you can produce the plague vaccine, and your hospital will then distribute it. So that's definitely something you should bear in mind. In the meantime, I was attacked by the creep, but only one building was infested. So yeah, I've noticed in this mission or on this planet, you will get attacked by two things almost at once, which makes it a bit more challenging. So you will have to expect to have to deal with a few crises all at once. As you start to progress, you will be given a mission to produce an expedition center, and that allows you to have a ship which goes around the planet and does different missions. So here you can see we have a few different missions. Get a dead sandworm. Another one is unidentified debris, broken rover, cargo pod, which you can acquire, which is good. And to the south, you will see 4 missions, which are basically stranded explorers who you can go pick up. And for each one, you'll get merit points. And yeah, that sort of adds a extra dimension to the game. You've got a few sort of little mini missions to do here. Hi everyone. So the next part of this mission is to build a remote settlement. And you can do that somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so our arc ship will go out here and eventually build a colony.
We've subjected the object she recovered to analysis, and it immediately pinpointed the location of a few unusual structures. Your next mission will be to start a colony at that location so that we can analyze whatever it is that Calandra's object pointed us to. Pack your coat. We'll be taking you to an Arctic zone called Azara Falls.
Okay, so we have victory. We created a colony, and now we have to go to an Arctic planet, or an Arctic zone of the planet. So the next video we'll be going to Azara Falls.